The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Davis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Taylor wants to throw. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bums against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The snap sets up to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. There he goes. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Inside the 50. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wake. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistake.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll ride Davis here. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll go to the ground. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Taylor wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gibson. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to do it on the ground. Slithers into space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on second down. Keeps looking downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Winston. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Oh, what a move to get room. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Taylor wants to throw it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle, it's Gibson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fairbairn. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got a man. It's Black. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime. They couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Running behind that left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Steps away to find some room. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's caught inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. On the ground, it's Jackson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. The Demon Deacons come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on third down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On the run, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. One final play before the end of the quarter. They're testing the right side here. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
He'll keep it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He'll try to pop the draw. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. Still looking, on the move. Got a man, it's Finley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks, and you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again on that last
he's looking deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0.